It's that time of the year when NBA 2K starts rolling out all the goods. Mike Wang is back at it again, answering all the community's diehard questions. And starting with this one right here. Will there still be RNG in shooting? Oh, I love it because it says no, as clear as day. There will not be any RNG in shooting. NBA 2K26 will be the first version to feature a completely pure green window. On pro or lower difficulties though, you can still make whites, but otherwise, you see it right here. It's green or miss. Let's get into the video. Here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy WCP. Mike Wang has been going off with the Q&A. You know what I need you to do. Smash that like button. Comment down below. How long do you think before any of this stuff that he's saying gets patched? Put it down in the comment section right now. And subscribe if you're brand new. I'm doing all kinds of NBA 2K26 videos this year. So be sure to hit that subscribe button with the post notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Are there any improvements to standing dunks? Sometimes the standing dunk is overpowered, but also I feel like the standing dunk is underpowered depending on who's under the rim and what their attribute rates are for strength and interior defense. Ultimately though, I'm not too concerned with standing dunks, but this is what Mike Wang is saying. We've reworked the logic for standing dunks to make them more reliable for bigs who aren't too crowded under the rim. We've also returned standing dunk skill dunks to have generally larger green windows to compensate for how fast most of those dunks are. Are there any changes to burst and change in direction for ball handlers? This, I think, is going to be huge because, as Mike Wang is saying, we spent more time tuning the dribbler's ability to start, stop, and cut. Left stick dribbles are going to be OP for dribblers in the beginning, because again, like I said, he can be answering all this stuff right now, and this is off of the base design of the game, but y'all know, just like I do, it's only going to be a matter of time before things get patched. But the speed and tightness of changing directions will vary based on ratings and dribble styles. 2 hours ago, can you do no dip catch and shoots in team control mode? So like in play now, if you throw it to the corner, can you automatically use the no dip catch and shoot, which I think for one is going to be the best addition that 2K has for this season. I just like the fact, or the thought of the fact, that I can catch the ball and immediately go into my shot instead of having to dip, go through the animation, slow down my shot, and then get it off so that it can be interrupted by somebody crashing out on the corner. I'm just saying, I think that's gonna be great. But anyway, yes, in team control modes, you can initiate the pass. You can do a quick catch and shoot by immediately holding L2 or LT as you receive the catch. Are there any changes to pluck steals and lane steals? Now, if you didn't watch my previous video on just the breakdown of the blog on the Courtside Report, talking about AI being much more difficult, there's a lot of changes apparently to pluck steals and lane steals when it comes to AI. Yeah, they gonna be drinking your milk the whole time. But what Mike Wang says, on-ball steal targeting and steal animations have been improved to reward defenders who position themselves well and anticipate the dribbler's move. Oh man, this might be a problem that first week. Defense is OP, defense is OP. Y'all know how this community is. The canned animation pluck steals have been almost entirely disabled. Pass interceptions have been tuned a bit, but are similar in effectiveness to 2K25. Oh boy, I can't wait. Lockdown defenders about to have a field day, it seems like. Will there be a boost for turning the shot meter off? Turning off the shot meter has given you a slight boost. I don't know if I've been sold on turning that meter off. I like it because any little bit helps when it comes to shooting. And apparently, as you've seen in the beginning, there is no RNG. It is green or miss. So any thing to help me green a shot, I will do. Have there been any changes to baseline sensitivity? Now listen to me. That baseline is hit or miss, but you can get shoved and go out of bounds. So, or trying to catch a pass, it just sends you out of bounds. That is super frustrating. So I hope the answer is yes, there was an improvement to address the baseline sensitivity, especially with attempting baseline layups, because again, you would go into an animation that would just drive you out of bounds. How was that fair? Another thing that was asked 4 hours ago, is the size of the green window different for no dip compared to regular catch and shoots? The green window for quick catch and shoot shots are the same as regular shots. It's possible. It's possible. This could change in the future. He already letting y'all know. Give it 2-3 days of people just greening consistently from the corner. They're gonna change that. I do like the fact that the green window is the exact same as a quick catch and shoot from a regular catch and shoot, which I feel like it should be the same, right? If you know that release animation timing, it should be the same. That's the whole point. But knowing that I can sit corner, catch that ball, and immediately release rather than going through the animation on a regular catch and shoot, I absolutely love it. That's gonna change. He telling y'all right now, that's out of here. But I know. If you don't green a rebound, can you still get it? What happens when two people both green a rebound? This right here, I think, is probably one of the most important questions to ask with a new feature like greening a rebound. You can still grab a rebound if you don't green the timing. And if a little player is trying to out rebound a big, excellent timing will often not be enough to secure the board. Then why have the green animation in there? That's what I don't understand. If I'm a small, and I get it, my attribute is not as high as a big, but if I green the rebound and they don't green the rebound, should not be rewarded for that. I'm just saying it's a mechanic that's in the game to be manipulated. I'm just saying, I just think this is where controversy is gonna be. The big makes zero effort and just stands there. The little guy will have a better chance with perfect timing though. If two players green the rebound timing, the outcome is decided by positioning, ratings, and height. What do y'all think about this? I think this new addition is gonna be the most controversial addition to NBA 2K. Are there any changes to dribbling besides the new controls for signature size-ups? Dribble heads are gonna like this answer. Dribbling has changed a lot. I feel like every year 2K has this answer. Dribbling has changed a lot every single year. And knowing that the game speed has been set to be a tad bit faster in 2K26, I think it's just gonna bode well for dribbling combinations and everything, but branching and chaining moves will generally feel more responsive and you can interrupt more moves than you could in 2K25. We made an effort to make dribbling faster and the inputs more responsive as well. You'll find some great new content as well as a return of some old favorite. I think it's gonna be much better for dribble heads this year. Can you explain how rhythm shooting works? Can I still green a shot with early or late timing? Again, RNG out of here. It's green or miss, apparently. Rhythm shooting is basically all about mastering your shot's unique tempo. There's still an ideal timing port for when to push the pro stick, but you don't have to green the timing to make the shot. Wait a minute, Mike, what you mean? I ain't gotta green the timing to make the shot? However, the better you time the release, the more wiggle room you have to match the tempo. I feel like there's a lot of contradictory statements being made about RNG, green windows, and timing. But hey, how does rhythm shooting and button shooting compare? The goal was to make both rhythm and button shooting viable options with neither having an advantage over others. So right then and there, you're telling me I I don't have to do rhythm shooting because button shooting should be exactly the same. Some will be much better with the button and some will be much better with the stick. Rhythm shooting is definitely more rewarding in my opinion though. I mean, you heard it from Mike. Use rhythm shooting. That's what he's saying. Can anyone do a quick catch and shoot, or does it have to have attribute and badge requirements? Again, I think this is huge because anyone can perform the quick catch and shoot mechanic. There are no restrictions. All right, Mike. I like it. I'm telling y'all, I think this is the biggest W. Height and rating restrictions are similar to NBA 2K25 for new custom layup packages. So if you qualify for a specific player's layup package in 2K25, you qualify for all that player's individual normal, reverse, quick scoop, floater, euro, hop, step, and spin packages in 2K26. So height does matter on layup packages. Wingspan probably matters too. And position probably matters. Are there any changes to the contest system? This is huge because the closeout speed was always literal hit or miss. Like some, you could still get a perfect time green window and somebody be right in your face versus somebody is lunging for a deflect on your shot and it was like the worst timing ever. So I hope they've changed this, but let's see what Mike Wang says. There have been a number of changes to the contest system logic. We've rebalanced the effectiveness of hands up, no jump contests, and jumping contests to better reflect how shots are impacted in real life. We're also showing coverage percentages in full shot feedback again. If you haven't watched my first video on the gameplay reveal, one of the things that I talked about is the mesh points. 2K has never really done a great job of how mesh points really work in the effectiveness of a jump shot. Again, like I said, having a contest of just somebody's hand up versus somebody jumping in your face, they've never really paid attention to that because you could get varying results. But I feel like this is telling us that they have, so we'll see. And then, as we started this whole video with, as the very first question that Mike Wang addressed, will there still be RNG in shooting? No, it is green or miss, folks. I need to know, as I have went through all the Q's and A's that we've had so far from Mike Wang, I need to know how long before that first patch changes everything, y'all. How long? Put it down in the comment sections. If you've lasted this long, I really appreciate it. Be sure to smash that like button if you would like to see more of 2K26 content on the channel, and subscribe if you're brand new. I'm bringing you all kinds of 2K26 news, tips, tricks, guides, tutorials, how-tos. I'm all in this year. As always, y'all already know what it is. You already know what it was. It's your boy Dubs. CP! Here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's love! Deuces.